What is the anaerobic threshold and how to measure it? Anaerobic threshold is the level between aerobic and anaerobic metabolism. It means it's a certain point where during intense exercise my body switches from aerobic metabolism, which generates energy for muscle contractions in presence of oxygen, to anaerobic metabolism that operates without the use of oxygen. So right now I am pretty calm and still, and my heart rate is somewhere between 50 to 60 beats per minute. If I start exercising and I will start increasing the intensity of movement, my heart rate, meaning the amount of beats per minute that my heart has to do, will increase. So probably the maximum heart rate that my body is able to reach is somewhere around 190 beats per minute. Speaking right now, when I'm pretty calm, my body uses predominantly aerobic metabolism. That means that it has enough oxygen to create energy from stored carbohydrates and stored fats. So when I start increasing the intensity, my heart rate will go up, and when I reach the point called anaerobic threshold, when my body no longer can keep up with the metabolic demands of energy creation in presence of oxygen, my body will switch to anaerobic metabolism and continue to provide the energy for my muscle contractions and for my movements in anaerobic way. Typically, your anaerobic threshold is somewhere between 80 to 90% of your maximum heart rate. As I said earlier, my maximum heart rate is somewhere around 190 beats per minute. That means if I go all out into the maximum intensity that my body is capable of, my heart will probably be beating at around 190 reps per minute. The easiest way to know the number, your maximum heart rate, is by subtracting your age from the 220. I'm 30 years old, so my maximum heart rate is somewhere around 190 beats per minute. And my anaerobic threshold is somewhere in between the 80 to 90% of this maximum heart rate value. There are other ways how to measure or how to tell if you've crossed the anaerobic threshold. The easiest way is the talk test. That means that when you are exercising, if you are still able to hold conversation and you are not like short on words, that you are probably somewhere under anaerobic threshold and you are working predominantly in the aerobic zone. Another option is the option I said earlier. It's the percentage of your maximum heart rate, 80 to 90%. Next option, which is the most precise for measuring, is laboratory testing of your lactate concentration in your blood. and because when you are working in the aerobic zone or using aerobic metabolism, your body still creates lactate, but it is still efficient enough to clear out the excessive lactate. But after your intensity goes higher and you reach over the anaerobic threshold, your body can no longer keep up with the clearing out of lactate, and your lactate will start to rise. The concentration of your lactate will start to rise in your blood. So that's it about anaerobic threshold, and in another video I will tell you variants and alternatives on how to use anaerobic threshold in your training and conditioning to gain maximum benefit for your training.